Hi everybody. Everybody, hey! Today, I'm going to show you all how to make Asian pork chops. Here's what you'll need. The first ingredient that you will need pork chops. And I like to get assorted pork chops. That's what I have here. You will need ginger. You will need 2 large cloves of fresh garlic. You will need green onions. You will need a 1/2 cup of brown sugar. You can use less brown sugar if you like. You will need red food coloring, is optional. You will need oyster sauce, soy sauce, vegetable oil, sea salt, onion powder, black pepper, crushed red pepper flakes, and garlic powder. And of course, we can't leave out our beautiful parsley in the back. So, to get started with this recipe, first thing that we need to do is you want to wash your meat. I've pre-washed my meat with just salt and cold water. All right, and I've pat the meat dry with a paper towel. Now, first thing that we want to do, I like to season my meat. We're going to season this meat up, and then we're going to marinate it. So we're going to go in with garlic powder, just like so. And when you season, you make sure, put you some spices on there. Don't be afraid to season it. Only season you have to worry about is that salt. Be very generous with the salt. Everything else, lay that seasoning on there. I hope you all are having a great Monday. So I've put garlic powder and black pepper on. Okay. We're going to put some onion powder on. Just like so. I have another video for these Asian pork chops, but it's been at least a year since I've made them. So I'm doing a second video for you all. All right. And be very generous with the salt. I'm only going to salt one side of the pork chops. Okay. Just like this. All right, and then we're going to turn the pork chops over on the other side, just like so. If you all haven't seen my video for the ranch pork chops, check it out. Those ranch pork chops are to absolutely die for. They are so tasty. I did that video last week, and we really enjoyed those ranch pork chops. And it's so quick and so easy. Just like this recipe. This recipe tastes so good, and it's so easy. I love an easy, fast, quick recipe that doesn't take any time to make, and it tastes so good. All right. This is a meal very easy to get on that dinner table quick. All right, there's the black pepper. We're going to put some onion powder. You all should be receiving your W-2s in the mail. If you haven't received them by now, I think they have to the 30th or the 31st to get them out to everyone. So, be looking out for your W-2s. A lot of you can pull your W-2s offline. And for the YouTubers, if you received over $600, YouTube will send you a 1099 form that you're going to need to take to your tax preparer to fill out. Okay, so we got our meat nice and seasoned. And what I like to do, I want the seasoning to soak into my meat for a good 7 to 10 minutes. So I'll put the video on pause during that time, and then I'll come back and I'll show you how to marinate these bad boys. Be right back. Okay, everyone, our meat has the spices have had 10 minutes to soak into the meat. Now, here's what I like to do. Put your meat in your bowl. Get a nice, clean, big bowl. This is the bowl that I'm going to marinate my meat in. And I like to marinate this meat for half an hour up to an hour. Today I'll do a half an hour since I'm doing a video. All right? And we're just going to put them in here just like so. All right. Okay, everyone, let's go ahead and get our ginger sliced. You can leave the skin on. Leaving the skin on is just fine. Okay, I'm going to leave the skin on and I'm going to slice me, and I'll show you a couple slices. Okay, this ginger is very healthy for you and it lets off so much flavor. Ginger is the best flavor ever, and I love the way it smells. Look at this. Okay, I'm just slicing it just like so. And this here on my fingers, guys, that's not blood. Please don't think it is. Just chill, guys. It's red food coloring. I had to open it. I kind of had to wrestle with the bottle, and I got a little bit on my fingers. I tried to wash it off. It'll probably take a while to come off, okay? So just relax. I didn't cut myself. It's just food coloring. All right, so over here, I've put the ginger in just like so. And then let's go ahead and we're going to do our garlic clove. What I like to do with the garlic clove is you just kind of put it underneath your knife, give it a good whack. Okay, and what that does is it helps you to get your skin off of the garlic. Otherwise, like if you try to take the skin off of the garlic without whacking it, you're going to be there for days trying to peel the skin off. So you take the knife and you whack it, and you're good. You're in business. Okay? And then you just go at it with the knife. Okay? Just like so. Okay? Use 2 garlic cloves. This was a very, very large one, so I'm just going to use one of this extra large garlic clove. If you don't have an extra large one, I suggest you use 2. Let's go ahead and put your garlic in. All right? Just like that. And then we're going to go in with some scallions or green onions. Okay? I have about 6 or 7. All right? Now this is going to let off a beautiful flavor also. Like I told you all. Now, you do not have to use the red food coloring. Me personally, sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. But I love to use it. But you don't have to, because I know a lot of people have an allergy to that red 40, number 40 food coloring. And that's just fine. It won't change your, the flavor. It just gives you a nice, beautiful color. Okay? And I'm just going to put about 3 little dots, okay? I wish it had like a squirter so I could get a perfect, let's see. But the whole cap is open. There's 1. There's 2. And there's 3. Okay, we're done with the food coloring. That's all you need. There it is on my finger again. All right, so now we're going to go in with vegetable oil. If you want to use olive oil, absolutely you can. How much are you putting in, Gina? Just put you some in there, guys. Absolutely. I will give you measurements for everything that's in this video in the description below. Okay? Right now, I like to just eyeball because I've made this so many times. I know exactly how much I need. Okay, I'm going to put some soy sauce in. Just like so. All right. Oyster sauce. If you all have never had this before, give it a try when you're making an Asian dish. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It has the most distinguished taste. It's very interesting. And no, it doesn't taste like oysters, guys. Like, I'm so serious. It does not taste like oysters, but it's really good. You all that eat a lot of Chinese food, you can definitely say that you've had oyster sauce before because they cook with this a lot. Okay, so I put oyster sauce in, and then we're going to put our brown sugar in just like so. Okay? And then I'll take my rings off. And we need to mix this up very well. Actually, I'm going to use a spoon since I put the red food coloring in. Be right back. Okay, everyone, I had to check my camera was doing something kind of funky, but hey, I'm back. And what we're gonna do, like I said, I normally would use my hands, but since I put the food coloring on, we're just gonna use a spoon, okay? And what you wanna do is you wanna get all this beautiful seasoning, that garlic, that oyster sauce, that soy sauce, that oil. We wanna mix everything in well. Okay, that brown sugar. Get everything nice and coated. Get that ginger in there. Oh yeah, this right here. This is one of our favorite dishes. My husband loves these pork chops. And I cannot wait to feed this to him. You can bring the computer out here, Tariq. Okay. So, did you all see the live session yesterday? Thanks for all who's tuned in yesterday. My son was doing a testing session because I wanted to find out how to do the super chat. I'm going to be doing a super chat often, but I needed to find out how to do it. So that was my son doing that super chat. What we're going to do, we have everything nice and coated. I'm going to let this marinate in the refrigerator for half an hour, and then I'll be back and I'll show you how to cook these. Be back. Okay, everybody, so our pork chops have marinated in that beautiful marinade for 35 minutes. Like I said, feel free to marinate yours for an hour or even overnight if you wanted to. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Let's turn back over to our pan. I have a pan heating up on medium-high heat, and I have a little bit of vegetable oil in the bottom of the pan. I'm going to show you how to fry these. Be right back. Okay, let's go ahead and take your pork chops. If you have green onions on your pork chops, just take them off, okay? Because we don't want to fry the green onions. But if you have a piece of the, what am I trying to say, guys? If you have a piece of the ginger, you can fry that ginger, and that ginger will give your oil beautiful flavor, okay? Because the ginger won't burn. So I have this on a medium-high heat, okay? I want to make sure it's hot. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to let that pan get a little bit more hotter. I'll be right back. Okay, everybody, let's go ahead and we're going to put 3 pork chops in. I think this pan can hold 3. And once you put it in, don't bother it. Just leave it alone and it'll be just fine, okay? I'll let you all know when it's time to turn it, all right? There we go. Take those green onions off so they don't burn. If you got a big piece of ginger, that's fine. Put it right on in there with it. Okay? So here's the second one. And it looks like I can put a third one. We'll go ahead and see if we can find a small one. Here's one. Take that green onion off. Woo-wee, we're going to have some good pork chops tonight, guys. Oh my goodness. All right, once these start to get the color that I'm looking for, I'll be back and I'll let you all know when it's time to turn these. Okay, everybody, when you're making these, what you're looking for when you turn these, you're looking for a char. You want to see some dark color to your pork chop. Let me show you. Almost, you want it to look like this has been cooked on the grill. See that? That's all those sugars caramelizing on there. That's what you want to have on your pork chop, okay? So let's see if these ones are ready. Oh, yeah. See that? Oh, my word. You could just have some white rice on the side of this if you wanted to. Today we're going to do red beans and rice on the side. Okay? So let me see if this one is ready to be. Not quite. And then you just cook them just like this. Be right back when it's time to turn that one. Okay, everyone, let's check in on this one. Oh, yeah, look at that. That's exactly what you're wanting. Turn it over, get that nice char on all sides. Beautiful. And this is how you make Gina Young's version of Asian style pork chops. Gina, where do you get the red food coloring from? Well, the red food coloring is something that I like to put on there because when I make my Asian ribs, if you all haven't seen my Asian rib video, I put the red food coloring in, and that's why I like to do my Asian pork this way. Okay? It makes me think of my Asian ribs. If you all haven't seen that video, check it out and let me know what you think. Oh yeah, this is exactly what we're wanting. These are almost done. You don't want to cook the daylights out of these, okay? Okay, we're going to go ahead and take this one out. This one is done. Put it on your plate just like so. All right? This one is almost done, but not quite. Set that over there. And then what I'm going to do is finish cooking these, and then we'll put 3 more in. Ooh-wee. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm getting excited now. Oh yeah. Red beans and rice on the side. That's all I need, guys. That's all I need to finish my night off. Such a great meal, so easy. A lot of fun to make. And it tastes so good. Okay, this one's done. Beautiful. This one's all done. Look at this. My goodness. And let's put a couple more in. So I got 2 big ones here, and these look like they're the pork steaks. I got some green onion on there. I'm going to take that off. I'm going to let these get nice and charred as well. Let's see, I thought I had another big one. Here it is. We'll go ahead and do the 2 pork steaks. That's a piece of ginger right there. Okay. Get this in there. Get it nice and charred. Once it's ready to be turned, I'll be right back. Okay, let's go ahead and turn these. Look at that. Oh yeah. Woo-wee. Hey, listen. I didn't come to play with them today. I came to cook today. I came to make some mouth water today. We're having Asian pork chops at the Young's house. That's what's on the dinner menu tonight. Dinner is almost served. See that? This is what they're supposed to look like. And you see how that piece of ginger is doing just fine. It's just letting off nice flavor into that oil. Beautiful. Look at this, everybody. This pork chop is done, and boy, is it juicy. Look at that beautiful color. And that's what the red dye will do for you. Give you a nice, beautiful color. And that brown sugar is what helps to caramelize. And also the oyster sauce. You have to have oyster sauce in here when you make this. That's what gives it its beautiful taste. Oh, I'm going to put those 2 pork steaks on a different plate. Look at this, guys. Oh, my word. Okay, so then, we got 3 more pork chops to do. Let's get these bad boys right on in here. And we're almost done. Almost to the finish line. You get those green onions off of there so they don't burn. Ooh-wee, my house is smelling so good right now. Woo! And then there's just what little marinade that you have left over. You can either bring this up to a boil and use it as a sauce, but if you were to do that, you definitely have to bring it up to a boil to get rid of the bacteria that's in there. Okay, I'm just going to toss mine, all right? Let me show you our red beans and rice over here. If you all haven't seen my video for red beans and rice, you might want to check it out. Because I make the best red beans and rice in town, guys. You hear me? This right here is just the Zatarain's. It was a box. But I do make it homemade. That's the video that I'd like for you all to check out. Look at this, guys. That's dinner. Oh, yeah. Be back. Okay, everyone, let me show you something. When you're cooking a pork chop, if you ever get a pork chop that kind of bubbles up that way, you just kind of slice it, and it'll flatten out. Okay? Whoops. There we go. And it'll flatten out for you. There you go. Because if your pork chop bubbles up, the bottom of it won't get cooked. And you want to make sure that it gets nice and cooked. Look at this, guys. Is that beautiful? Hey everybody, check them out. If you've never had these before, better make you some. You better make you some. And when they ask you, where'd you get that recipe? Be sure to tell them Gina Young. Gina Young showed me how to make it. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Look at this. This is what I call Asian pork chops. Let's give these a try. Hoo-wee, I got my eye on one of them. Let's see. Let's see. I got my eye on this one. I got my eye on that big pork steak over here. This is the one I want. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. Let's dig in. God bless this meal. Thank you, Lord, for feeding us a meal today, all your blessings and taking care of us and keeping us safe. Please forgive us for our sins. Thank you for feeding us a meal today. Amen. And I'm going to let you all taste the first bite. Absolutely I am. I'm going to share my food with you. Hoo-wee. Look at this. Taste that first bite. This is not dry by far. This is nice and juicy, marinated, and it has so much flavor. You hear me? If you ain't never heard me before, you better hear me on this one. Look at that flavor. That's all flavor, all throughout that pork chop. Look at this. Perfectly cooked. Oh, yeah. That's it. And it's so good. Woo! It's sweet. It's salty. It's flavorful. It's moist and tender. Look at this. My goodness. I don't even need that red beans and rice on the side. Look at that nice char. And what I like about the char flavor is it almost feels like this was cooked on the grill outside. Absolutely it does. Look at that. Woo-wee. Man, that's good. Man, that is good. You all see that? Woo, that's good. If you all enjoyed this video, hey, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe and make sure you click on that notification bell so that you can be notified every time I upload one of these awesome recipes. And as always, God bless each and every one of you. Thank you all for watching. Have a good night. We'll taste one more bite. Woo, those pork chops are good. Let's taste this part right here. My goodness. Taste Have a great night, guys.